Hey guys, it's me, Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Today we're talking about our favorite subject, which is sales. All right, we got a cool topic for ourselves today. I keep having people asking me about it. What is it like, to work in a furniture store? What is it like? What's the job? What do you do? I made a bunch of different videos over the years, so you might want to kind of look through them. But like I said, a couple of people asked me if I could just go over a little bit more because they're getting ready to start in that industry. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. Give me a thumbs up and please share my videos. I promise I got over 1,000 videos. I'll tell you stuff, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the warts and all when it comes to selling and buying. And buying furniture and selling furniture and helping people invest in furniture, it's a really cool job. You know, I worked in the industry. I sold electronics back in the 90s. We had all these bad to the bone electronics and they were very expensive, and it transitioned over into selling furniture because we do have some companies that have white goods, which mean you got washers, dryers, refrigerators, and stoves and microwaves and all these things that you can add as a bundle package when you're selling furniture. And then you got some companies that only sell just furniture. There are some folks that only sell just beds and mattresses. But most stores, you know, I've worked in, they had a blended type of atmosphere. One of the stores I worked with, they had washers, dryers, refrigerators. They had air conditioning systems. Doggone, they sold rugs. You know, Holly Myers, it was a wonderful company. They also had the capability to help people with financing, and people with finance issues to be able to get, you know, furniture, to be able to get stuff, you know, put it on a payment plan, buy here, pay here. It's kind of important to some people, but when I worked in it, it was relatively, they had it, but it wasn't the same. And the difference is that you got to build your credit. You got to be able to not be taken advantage of with high interest rates. And I'm just real grateful about that. So if you're looking to get into selling furniture, what is it like? Well, a lot of times what you're going to do is you're going to get some training. You're going to need some training. You want to learn the basics and the fundamentals about how, you know, things work. You want to, if you sell white goods, you want to learn the basics, how a refrigerator works, and point out the features and the benefits. You want to have that in a little portfolio that you carry with you. You also want to make sure that you learn about how, you know, sofas, love seats, recliners, and things work, because they have something underneath them. They're just not fabric. They've got a lot more intricate stuff for you that customers can't perceive value unless you point these things out. So learn your basics and your fundamentals. And watch all my videos, guys. I got over 1,000, at least a couple of videos. I promise you, write down the information. It'll save you a lot of headaches and time. So if you're wanting to sell furniture, you got to learn the basics. Do yourself, you know, it's going to be something that's like a career for you. So if you're thinking about selling furniture, you need to learn how furniture's made. You want to learn, you know, you can go on YouTube, you can go on these different platforms, and you can put in information about different products, and you can learn about those products. So when you're talking to customers, you're not just going, Well, here's what's going to happen. You want to help your customers. You're going to have a customer. They're going to walk into your showroom if you're fortunate. What's going to happen is they've probably been doing some research. For some people, if they're purchasing a new home, they've got a damaged product. If it's damaged product, a lot of times they'll keep it for a long time until the frustration gets to the point where they're like, we got to do something. So when people walk in that door, you want to be kind. You want to be considerate. You want to have a nice smile. You want to be clean. You definitely want to smell good. You don't want to have, you know, your something all over your grill. You don't want to smell like tobacco, marijuana, or any of these other great things that people love to do, alcohol too. So remember that first impression. People are going to be a little scared. They're going to be like, oh, shoot, I really want to buy something, but I don't want nobody to try to sell me something. So what you have to do is be kind. Hi, welcome. My name is Gary Lee. Let me give you a little bit of information. Have you already been online and set yourself up with financing here? Or what's going on? Have y'all got something special, a new home? And so you want to open the customer up. So have some canned words and questions that you're going to ask them. What I always do is find out what's going on in their life. Why are they here today? Did they see something online? Did they want to see it in person? Were they buying it for themselves? They already have an open line of credit with us? And do they know how our advertisements work? So what I'll do is if I have my advertisement right there, I'll show them, and they said, oh, we saw this. Okay, perfect. Well, let me let you look at this. This is some information, about some of the products, and I'm going to point you in the right direction. I'm going to let you know we do have a kiosk over there. So if you want to find out what you can qualify for so you can get what you want here, it only takes about 5 minutes of your time. But what I'm going to do is if I'm going to let you take a look, the sofa set that you're looking for is right around the corner. The whatever the product is right around the corner, and then you walk it to them, you point, and it says, you've probably been here before. I'm not real sure, but most of my customers, they may not have, but we do offer what they call bundle packages. Some people only come in for a box spring and a mattress, but most people, they're coming in for a vignette, a set, or something. So what we've done is we've made it easier for you. If you'll notice on this piece of paper right here, it shows you can get the headboard, the footboard, the rails, and if you want, you can add this, and this. And by the way, we do offer packages. So you see this room right here? If you want to accent your room with any type of pictures, paintings, or anything, we offer that. Remember, guys, you want to give them a little bit of a presentation up front to show your value. Some guys will just say, hey, come on in, look around. But see, here's the thing. Some people, you got to read people now, but be and it's a numbers game. You got to keep trying. Some people, they're just tire kickers. They're just looking because they're buying a house and they got next year it's going to be done and they need this or that, and they're thinking about it. What do you think, honey? And then you got some people, they're in a situation. They just moved into a new house. They got kids who need new mattress, box springs. They need furniture. They need stuff. They need a new kitchenette. They need a dining room suite, but they need somebody like you to walk them through the process. And then what I'll do is after a few minutes, or within a minute's time, after I've given my elevator speech about what's in it for them, I point them in the direction, and I'll be around, and let me know when you're ready if you have any questions. And they'll go around, and then they'll start doing this thing called nesting. What nesting means is, hey, George, hey, Mary, hey, Bob, what do you think, hon? Doesn't this look good? Shh, don't say nothing. And then they'll sit down on it. They'll lay back on it. They'll be like, whoa. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be kind of around. You're going to be cleaning, always maintaining your facility, making it look good, because people want to buy in places they ain't got trash all over the floor. You want them to be impressed when they walk in. They go, sparkle, sparkle. Wow, there's so much to see. They're overwhelmed. So what? They need you as a salesperson to help walk them through the process to get their new furniture. And always, like I said, once they're settled on something, you walk up to them and say, hey, hi guys. Hey, I'm so glad to see that you looks like you found something that might be interesting to you. And then you look at them and say, well, let me tell you how this little package worked. You already probably know, but let me point it out to you. This comes with this, this, and this. And if you want this, this is what we can do. So what would you like to do? And they'll look at you, well, we've been thinking about getting this and this. Perfect. Does that room look like this at your house? Because most time when people, they may have some really nice little accent pieces, but most people, I've been to their homes, they're pretty plain, and brown is like, oh crap. So you can say, look, I see that you're interested in this, but if you really want to impress yourself because you've been working hard all these years to make that room pop when you come in after a hard day's work, or if you've been, if you want to make sure that your bedroom looks good and more comfortable, so you can feel good, here's what we can do. And I'll point out all the features, and I'll show the benefits, and then I'll let them know, based on our conversation we had a little bit earlier, you said you had already had an open to buy with us, or maybe you may say to them, well, I see that you may not have an open to buy. You're probably wanting to use your own financing, your own credit. But we do have a lot of our customers who like to pay for it and have the capability to pay it off as fast as they want. And what we've been able to do, it only takes a couple of minutes. My kiosk is right there. We're just going to ask you a couple of basic questions, and then we're going to find out what you qualify, so you can get what you want today. See, what you're trying to do is take them off the market, because you don't want them to be tire kickers looking all over the place. And if they found something they like and you can get them financing, make sure, guys, this is really important, that you let your customers know in advance. All of our merchandise, this particular sofa, it comes with 90 days on parts and 1 year on labor. And the fabric is covered, or the washer, the dryer, it comes with 1 year parts and labor. And what we do is, you were telling me earlier, I was listening to you saying that your kids tore up the frame of the mattress, the box springs and so forth. They tore up the sofa. You said that your dogs tore all this. Who's going to be using this? You got kids, you're going to be asking all these questions. You're going to say about their financing. It only takes a couple of minutes, and you want to make sure that you get all the guarantees. And the reason why you want to get the guarantee is when you buy that mattress protection covers it, and it also gives it a 10-year guarantee. If something goes wrong, we can't fix it, repair it, you get new technology, the new replacement. It's just like with all your electronics and all those washers, dryers, refrigerators, stoves, and blended stores that you're going to be selling products. Or if you got these doggone lift chairs, any kind of bedding that moves now, it moves, it's got a base on it. So you want to make sure that you offer your service agreements. And by the way, this comes with a limited warranty, but we can cover it up to 5 years. So if something goes wrong, and sometimes it happens when you least expect it, you're not going to be untaken care of, and we can cover you for 5 years. And that's in your home, because if you have somebody knock on your door and your frame's cracked or your ice maker don't work, they charge you anywhere from 60 to a couple of $100 to go, yeah, it needs to be fixed. What do you want me to do? And what we've done at our company is we've alleviated that. So like I said, guys, you don't want to push so hard on the warranty and service agreement, but you got to let them know. You've got to offer it, because it's a peace of mind. Because when something goes wrong, if they get a puncture in that leather, if they get a rip or a tear in their fabric, if they've got a hot plate that sat down on that nice table, oh crap, and it burned it, they need to know that they got help. And this is a part of your job. The key to success is you want to learn the basics and the fundamentals. I carry around a little portfolio showing pictures and inside of what it looks like on different products. And the reason why is because people are visual, they're audio, but sometimes people are off in la la land. There's so much crap going on. So if you found what they're looking for and you can break it down for them and show them what's in it for them, and that we can have it delivered this week. Make sure you check your inventory. Always check your stock. Anytime you get new products, you also want to check what your last ones are on the floor. You get rid of your floor models, you get brand new stuff, and you can give discounts to customers on floor models. It's brand new, man. It might have had some people using it, but in furniture business, things roll. They change every couple of months, so you get new stuff. And make sure another thing is, if you have customers say, oh, they're going to have the rest of this bedroom suit next year, right? No, you need to make sure if you can get them to get all the pieces, because a lot of times, sometimes they'll find out a year later they don't make that same vignette, and they lost the capability to get the headboard, the footboard, and the rails, but they got the cabinets. I'm just saying, guys, make sure you do diligence to know what you have in stock. Sell what you have in stock. Find out what you have in inventory. Also, make sure you sell those replacement guarantees, those service warranties, because I guarantee you it'll help. Sell your financing. If you can get people to get financing, they're more apt to want to purchase additional service and add-ons. And I'm just saying, guys, you got a lot of nice things at your store that you can add on. And remember, guys, take care of your customer, because if they don't buy service agreements, warranties, and you don't offer them, then something happens, they're screwed. They may not ever want to do business with you. I bought some furniture. Oh, it was so pretty. It was like $400. This is like years and years ago, but it was like paper crap. And I didn't know. I just saw nice fabric, and I didn't know. And it just tore up real easy. So if you got kids, family members who use their furniture, you need to make sure that they are covered, period. And the reason why is because they probably didn't have a service agreement. They're in there getting something. They ain't gonna tell you every reason why, but if you can kind of like scratch their itch, ask them some good questions, help them get financing, kind of walk them through the process and find out when they can deliver it. Make sure that you've got stuff in stock to deliver. And if you're selling the last one, sell it right then and there. But you want to offer your sales. Today we had a really good conversation about what is it like to work in a furniture store where you're going to work with a lot of people. You're going to be working generally on straight commission. You may get, nowadays they're giving you at least a minimum wage to show up because people are coming to you. You want to market yourself. You want to call customers. You want to grab lists that you can find. Be proactive. Don't wait for people to come see you. Market yourself. Hey, I sell furniture. Let people know what you do, and then reach out to people. Always on the phone when there's downtime, calling customers who've been there. Add-on service, and it's a good opportunity, guys. I'll get another video for you to go over more detail about what is it like to be as a salesperson selling furniture. It's awesome. So get out there and enjoy your day. It's a lot to learn, and you get to see so many beautiful things. You get to help so many families, and you're selling furniture. Okay, all right.